Now we go to the latest in the case of missing toddler Caylee Anthony. Investigators in Florida are still searching the area where a child's skull was found last week. We're joined this morning by Beth Karas, correspondent for In Session, who is down there in Florida. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning, Maggie.
We know that a judge where you are has shot down a request by the mother's attorneys to be present at the autopsy. The fact that they want to be at the autopsy, does that tell you that even they believe these are Caylee's remains?
Well, yes, indeed. In fact, one of the lawyers for Caylee Anthony said that there was a tentative identification that it is little Caylee, based upon representations made by the Sheriff's Department. They said the anthropological measurements, meaning the size of the skull, consistent with the age of Caylee when she went missing, and the color of the hair. So there's obviously hair also attached or somewhere in the bag, consistent with the color of Caylee Anthony's. But the judge said, you're not going to go there until there's a final identification. What if it's not Caylee and then these strangers are present?
Okay, if it is proven to be her, what will investigators look for to find a link between those remains and the person who killed the victim?
Well, you know, investigators are out at the scene today for the 6th day in a row, and they said last night they're going to be there for a couple more days. They are making significant finds. They are not telling us in the media and the public what those finds are, but they are literally sifting through the dirt in a sifter, and whatever remains behind they are taking for analysis. They are looking for any evidence to show, number one, who this little girl is in the bag, although that also is being determined at an FBI lab right now where DNA tests are being done on some of the skeletal remains, but also when did she get there, why is she there, who put her there, and how long has she been there? So, I mean, they believe obviously it's a homicide, but they still need to link it to the mother if they believe that this is Caylee.
Beth, last question. Do you think that we could have a problem with credibility with this mother? We know that her babysitter story didn't check out, and now police are telling us that she once told them that she worked at Universal Studios, went as far as taking them there, walked in the park, and then said, okay, I'm lying, I really didn't work here.
That was the beginning of the lies that the police have found out, many provable lies. When the daughters first reported missing in mid-July, she told the police that she worked at Universal Studios in Orlando as an event planner. She gave the name of co-workers, she gave her number and extension, none of them exist. She gave the number of her boss, wrong name. She took them there, started walking down the hall, turned around and said, you're right, I don't work here, I lied. That's just the beginning of the lies.
I'm wondering if her attorneys will use her state of mind, her lies, as a defense?
Well, you know, that's a good question. A lot of people wonder if there will be some type of psychological defense. She certainly is of sound mind, so that an insanity defense is not available to them. Will they try to mitigate? This is assuming the case goes forward, and it will go forward with or without a body. I don't know the answer to that. Her attorney right now has been saying she's okay mentally.
Okay, Beth Karas, thanks for your time this morning.
My pleasure.